Hey everybody. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I hear this is a new game came out. Really good, I hear. This is um Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make that joke. It's early. It's early. Oh god. How loud is how much is this going to deafen my goddamn. Pretty much. Pretty much instantly. Hold on. I need to turn this down. Okay, that should be good. I've never actually sat here and watched the whole thing. I've never watched this entire introduction before. It's just a credit sequence, so why would I? It's a nice song, though. I don't know. I don't need to watch that, though. So it's Final Fantasy VII. A lot of people's favorite. It's alright. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's an impressive opener, and then they cut to these polygons. I cannot make fun of the polygons too much. This was extremely early in the PlayStation 1's life. Before anything, we're gonna config some things. Oh man, I hate the default stuff for the controller. Let's customize the controller. That's all I need to do. Fast. Also fast. Relatively fast. There we go. Yeah, you can search that guy for a couple potions. I'm not sure how common knowledge that is. Probably pretty common knowledge. But yeah, you start at level 7 in this game, as opposed to most other Final Fantasies where you start off at level 1. It gives you the impression that Cloud's kind of a badass for a beginning character. We're just gonna go with the default names. But yeah, this game's alright. You'll find a lot of people who are like, "It's the best game ever," and then you'll find an equal amount of people who are like super big contrarian detractor people who say that it sucks and that it hasn't aged well. I mean, it's alright. I've always thought that this game was a bit overhyped, but I never thought it was like terrible. It's good. It's a good game. It's just like, I don't think it's the best game ever. And I don't even think it's like the best Final Fantasy ever. I think that that 9 is way better. Which explains why I streamed a 9 a little while back. I'm just now getting around to this one now. It's good. I like it. I like how Barrett's just like, alright, whatever, I'm gonna give you exposition that you already know, and then when you tell me to shut up, I'm gonna come with you. You're part of my crew now. It's a bunch of weird translations that give this game a lot of charm, I think. This game has such like amazingly bad translation at times. It's probably something the remake is going to ruin, but, you know, I'm still excited for the remake. It's cool looking. It's got the Final Fantasy 15 combat. It looks like Final Fantasy 15's combat is, like, actively pretty good. How's the anime game going? Well, it's going pretty good. We just started. I really should be doing Fiesta, but I'm not. So Cloud has some magic already on him. So apparently Twitch wants you to share this. Thanks, Radazazzle. I don't think I have my notifications up. I don't, but thank you for the resubscription for 2 months. I should put my notifications on the stream next time I stream. I'm not gonna do. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it now. Let's do it live. This is an easy enough thing. There we go. Okay. Alright. But yeah, Radazazzle, what's your opinion on Final Fantasy VII? Because I know, I was talking earlier, that there are some people who are like, man, this game's the greatest game of all time, and then that there are, like, starting to be detractors now where like, man, this game sucks. And I'm like, it's all good. It's good. It's just not the greatest, like people try to make it out to be. It's a cool game and an important part of game history, but you hate playing it. That's a good take. That's a good take, I think. It is important to gaming history. It changed a lot of stuff about how like we consider games, and it actually brought in a big surge of like JRPGs, and it made JRPGs like cool for a little bit, I guess. That's the way I could put it. Man, this camera, though. Tries to get all cinematic until you start making selections, and then it's like, wow, no, you need to know what's going on. I might actually have to turn down combat speed a little bit. This is probably a little too fast for me. I turned it up all the way to max earlier, so yeah, this is a bit much. Let's see how that is. Let's see what that's like. Version of this am I playing? I am playing emulated PSX. So I have the original translation. So we will see such great lines that like this guy are sick. And Golden Wire of Hope. I love this translation. It's got charm, I think I said earlier. It's got a bunch of charm to it. It's not good. It's entertainingly bad. Ah, okay, that's a sound I enjoy. Alright, so this is our typical introduction boss fight where it has an annoying gimmick where if you just attack it, it does a really devastating counterattack after if you hit it too hard. Not too hard. If you hit it during a certain animation, it would just fuck you up completely. And it sucks. Yeah, this combat speed is much more my style. It's not super slow, but it's also not like I have to think a million miles an hour. Yes, it is. Okay. So this is actually a good time for Bear to throw a potion on the cloud. See, that's a weird translation error thing where they're like, attack while its tail is up, and it makes it sound like you should attack it while its tail is up, but you shouldn't. Aw, I didn't get to use Barrett's limit break. Oh well. So the way you learn certain limit breaks in this game is, when the assault gun. Okay, that's actually plenty of time. So when you learn, the way you learn new limit breaks is in order to learn the next limit break of the same level, you have to use a certain limit break. You have to use a level's limit break a certain amount of times. I think for level 1, the second level 1 limit break, you have to use the limit break like 8 times? Something like that. But once you use it enough, you will learn the second limit break. And then, in order to learn the next level of limit break, you need to kill a certain that character specifically has to kill a certain amount of enemies. So if Cloud kills like 500 enemies, and specifically Cloud, then he will gain his first level 2 limit break. It's all extremely confusing and I hate it. Should also put Barrett in the back row, because he's got a ranged weapon. He can deal the same amount of damage in the back. Do that now. I don't know why he's not in the back row by default. I thought he was. Oh, well, also, don't be in such a rush to get out of here without saving Jesse, whose foot is like stuck in the grate or something? Yeah, because if you leave her behind, you actually have to go back and save her ass. Because she knows the codes, or one of the doors, and she didn't tell anybody else. I guess in case you tried to leave her behind to save your own sorry ass. Oh, you motherfucker. I'm just gonna end this quickly. Switch on! Like I said, this weird translation stuff. Yeah, see, we had like over 6 minutes left. And that's with me faffing around in menus for certain stuff afterwards. No, at least until they repair the reactor and, like, I don't know. I like Wedge, he's completely useless. I don't think he really does anything. Like, literally, I don't think Wedge does anything in this game except die. He eats it later. Okay, so even though he told us to split up, the only way to progress is this way. Be nice to the flower girl. Buy a fucking flower for a gill. Jesus Christ. Give the poor girl a break. That's right, you can't actually do any of this stuff with the materia yet. Like, I have to restore materia, but I can't do anything with it. What the hell's going on? Melodramatic much avalanche? Jeez. No, but, like, they're right. It's Mako is literally the planet's lifeblood. We can fight these guys, or we can run away from them. I don't feel like fighting them. It's extra experience, but like it's garbage experience that it doesn't even matter extremely long in the game. Also, if you wait too long to reply, then it is the same as fighting them. I love the little flip. Yeah. Why the apostrophe there? So yeah, she has a crush on us because we helped her out at the reactor. I'm pretty sure that's the implication, is that since we helped save her life, she has a crush on us. What the fuck? What's up with your eyes? Why are they red? Why is everybody's eyes so red? Damn sure. You know, this game's a lot better when it's in Midgar. What? Oh, bomb. This translation is so janky, I love it. Should we really be talking about this sort of stuff? There's a Shinra guys, Barrett, there was a Shinra employee right here. Literally right here. I am talking to him right now. And if you can go over here and there's like a train graveyard, you can't really do anything here yet, so... I mean, you could fight some monsters that are like way too tough for you. Wow! Wow! Okay. You know, I have a feeling that that staircase has to be support. Oh no, there's a couple beams there, I guess. Okay. Let us go to a special place. It's his special place, but he'll let us use it. It's fine. This game's so weird. Why was there a kid in the bar? Like, I get why Marlene's in the bar. It's... her dad owns it, or uses it as a base, or whatever. But why the fuck was this kid in there? Jesus Christ. Extremely dark. This guy's so drunk. There's a lot of like I'm saying adult with the maximum amount of air quotes you will allow me to say them with, but there's a lot of adult themes in this game. It's like a lot more quote unquote mature than other Final Fantasies tend to be, because like you got that teen rating, so that line kind of reads weird because it sounds like Cloud and Barrett had known each other since they were little, but now it's Cloud and Tifa. They've known each other for forever. Hey, kid. I'm pretty sure you were roly-poly before Tifa. Okay, that is her saying that. Alright. And Barrett's a good dad. He takes his daughter to all sorts of secret terrorist meetings. What a good dad. Just realizing now how ridiculous that is. I haven't played this game in a while. Look a little tired, like half of your eyes are red. I guess that's everybody here. I can't talk to them. Okay. Shucks, money! Shucks, money! That's all the stuff I've heard. Both of those options were asshole options. Cloud is such a dick to Twitch. I love it. No, I changed my mind. This game's great. I think this part really suffers from the translation stuff, because it just comes off as like really forced. I guess that might make sense considering like they're little kids or whatever. But this entire part right here just seems so forced and awkward. I don't know. Maybe that's what they were going for.
Hello.
Hello, Joe.
You know what? You know what time it is?
Is it adventure time?
No, I think it's time to say let's mosey.
I was talking earlier about how I love this translation because it's bad but in a great, hilarious way.
Yeah, I gotta wonder what happened to wanted Woolsey to not be on this.
Oh, wait, this wasn't Woolsey?
Yeah, this is not Woolsey.
It reads a lot like Woolsey, though.
Well, like, Woolsey tended to not make dialogue this stilted. Like, it's a thing.
I guess. But I just love how it's charming. It's a charming translation because there's so many there's so many translation issues with this game on top of some grammatical issues. For instance, I am playing the This Guy Are Sick version of the game.
Oh, yeah. That's what people remember. This guy are sick, and Cloud is a teenage edgelord.
But the thing is, he's not a teenage edgelord. He, like, makes a lot of jokes and
Whatever.
shit. No, that's fucking, what's his name?
I won't have anyone talking about me in the past tense. Wow, Cloud is a rude boy.
He is.
And he doesn't even want Marlene to get through college.
No. To be fair, Marlene's like 6, so he has plenty of time to save up more for his college. Or for her college, rather.
The more I think about it, the more I realize there's a cyberpunk future where, like, grade school might be a thing that you gotta pay for.
Yeah.
Look at that good pinball table.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Marlene. She doesn't say anything, though.
Oh yeah, you can't talk to her.
She's going this time, leaving the 7-year-old to attend the bar.
Yeah.
I love this cyberpunk future because child slavery is no, not slavery. Child workforce. There we go.
Abandonment.
Well, abandonment and workforce. I'm not gonna fucking do the materia tutorial. I know how to work.
See, there are orbs, and there are slots in your weapons and your bangles, and you push the orb into the thing.
Yeah. I want to give Cloud most of the materia. Oh, wait. Oh, jeez. Okay, is there a thing that I can equip that... No. Alright. So, it looks like we gotta go buy some equipment first before I go on, because I don't want to give, like, Barrett too much magic, and I basically don't want to give Tifa any magic, because Tifa's magic sucks, I think? Let's take a look at their stats first. Let's see, Cloud's is 24. Yeah, Tifa's magic really sucks, so you don't want to give her any materia, basically.
Also, all these materia, they change your stats. They lower your HP and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like, depending on what certain materia do, like, they increase and decrease stuff by certain percentages, I think.
Look at how grimy this place is. I think you made this guy's day.
I did. Like, I just bought a rock from him, essentially. He sold me a rock for $600.
Oh, it's sort of a giggle rock.
Mm-hmm. Might be unhealthy for you if you know what I mean.
Oh, it's because it lowers your HP.
Ah.
Oh. Well, like, Magical materia lowers your max HP.
Yeah.
And that's all I know.
That stuff is a straight upgrade. So let's give Cloud Restore. Let's give Barrett some fire. Tifa, like I said, will just remain not having anything.
Oh yeah, it says right there, it lowers your strength too.
Yeah.
See my friend on the second floor.
Yeah, this is the tutorial house, if I remember correctly. There are there's like some good stuff to get in here, if I remember correctly, by talking to these guys. Like, you can get all materia. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this is back when, like, tutorials were at least worth going through just for all the shit. I like that they make the chest talk to you, but it's like... it's the most stilted thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they teach you how to soft reset. Nice.
Yeah.
And I believe this was the only game where you could get a little cursor above your head.
No, there's a couple Final Fantasy games where you can do that. And you can do that in 9, but it's the only game that points out other stuff like where you can like get ladders and such.
This game points out ladders. It's little green arrows,
Yeah.
and then there's red arrows for doors.
Yeah, I think this is the only Final Fantasy game that really does that.
Wow, that was a really good action sequence.
Fabled save point.
Hey. And you can tell this was a Japanese-made translation because they use the square brackets.
Yeah.
Like, they really like different bracketing for different stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a treasure chest.
If I believe correctly, this is where I can go to sleep.
But you already slept.
Yeah.
But you can go to the train graveyard to
grind if you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
want.
Oh, it's a picture of a bolt and the word bolt. Wow.
Did you steal the kid's loot? No, you don't steal this kid's loot. There's a later kid that you can steal, like, his money, and if you do, then you get nothing later, but if you don't, he gives you, like, an X potion or something ridiculous. So it's definitely not worth stealing his money.
Wowee.
It's the turlet!
No, cuttlefish man, why?
No, cuttlefish, man. No, I'm not gonna steal it because it's better to not steal his stuff. I'm just a lonely guy when I'm not drinking. Too depressing.
Relatable. Too real.
Halt, no one is allowed to pass.
Oh yeah.
Aw,
I
it
don't
uses an
know what that
unfortunate word.
It's the 90s.
Yeah, it was 97. We didn't know better.
Eh. By the way, don't quote this anywhere else and just go. I'm just quoting. Oh, hey!
Hey, it's Sasagami. How's it going? I've had it. Me too. What the fuck? What did they do? What?
They took drugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes...
they're whacking out on the reefer.
The wacky tobacco.
Wacky backy. Oh man.
I'll have you know, I only prefer my tobacco wacky.
So I love that red light on the upper right there. Well, I guess it's on the upper left too, because it's like if there's actual sparks going on inside there, that's like a whole lot of UV.
I love how they censor themselves, but only for the F word. There's this one part later on where if you take Sid with you, he just says shit like 20 times in a row, uninterrupted.
I love that. Yeah, see, they're like... Okay, so fluorescent lighting, just let me tell you about fluorescent lighting. So inside of the tube is a teeny tiny bit of mercury and a whole lot of phosphor. So you pass an arc through the mercury vapor, which then activates the phosphor, and then the glass of the tube actually blocks out the UV. What you're actually seeing is the result of a whole lot of sparking. But like, if you see the sparks, then that means there's probably something really bad going on with that light.
Or it's just a fantasy thing. It's called Final Fantasy.
Man. This isn't even the final one.
This is the 7th one out of 15 so far. That's not including spin-offs and sequels.
I mean, that's let's see, tiny arc reactors. Just judging by the positioning of them, I disagree.
I forgot to go back and talk to the bum, and he gives you stuff.
Oh well.
Oh well, who cares?
He gives you like a single high potion.
I think that, or like an ether or something. That guy stole my stuff. Whatever. Who cares?
It's not like you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like no, this is literally like they want you to waste time doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you have to just run through more map later, but I'm not gonna do that. It's a lot easier, and
cool
like
hat.
and like it's not exactly like this this game's hard.
Mm-hmm. Look at these people rotating.
Why is the strange security system circumvented like this? Seems poorly designed. Yeah, probably. Nobody said Shinra's smart.
And then Barrett is rotating. I don't know why, but he is.
Also, red light seem epilepsy inducing. I never actually thought about that. I don't get epilepsy, so I guess I should put up a warning when I upload the VOD.
I guess. Also, I like that Barrett calls Cloud's ass spiky.
Yeah.
Because this is like what I'd say about 50 polygons for the body and then like 20 for the hair.
Anyway, if you go south for a really long time in this train system, you can find a chest that has like 2 ethers in it or whatever. It's definitely not worth it.
Gotta get that 50 hours of playtime. Man, we won't be able to get back up here. A place we definitely want to be in the way of a train. Also, yeah, like on your way to that chest, you might like. This is another place where you can grind, where you like decide how many times. Like, if you go in that direction, you just eventually go into a battle.
Think so?
Yeah. Like, let me tell you how I know.
Oh.
I was actually in on a video that was like a jokey LP of this game, and one video was 20 minutes of going that way and getting into a battle again and again, and they called it the grinding episode. I don't know if that actually got released.
Oh.
What I do remember is that it had Heartbreaker by the Rolling Stones playing on top of it. Yeah. And it was just that over and over.
Hold on, there's something. Let's give Barrett to all, because like fights also give ability points, and those go into your materia. So if your materia gains levels, and the more levels they gain, the more powerful they get. So like the all materia, you can only use all once until it levels up, and then you can use it twice and 3 times and so on.
Until you get unlimited alls from that materia.
I don't think you get unlimited alls. Do you get unlimited alls?
I think that's like level 4.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe the battles I was in just lasted a short enough time that it like felt like unlimited.
Yeah, I don't think it is unlimited. I just think that battles usually don't last long enough to do that. And yes, duplicate and maxing them out does cause another level 1 materia to be birthed from materia.
Also, if you have, what was it, 255 materia, and you get another one, then that gets thrown away because it's harmful to the planet.
Yup. Can't have that many magic rocks in your pocket.
And 7 good pockets.
But yeah, like the ability points for system right now, or the rewards for ability points currently are really garbage. Like you only get like 1 or 2 a battle. Eventually you get like 100 something per battle. Oh, the reactor's up this ladder. Well, then I don't want to go that way. Exploration. Except for that part of the exploration where I just run down this a screen that looks extremely similar to the screen before it about 20 times. Because that's just boring to watch and play.
Mm-hmm. I like that they did a lot of playing around with camera angles.
Yeah. I mean, it's 3D. They were going to play with it. Am I going to explore the staircase? No, I'm taking the elevator. I'm sorry, but the staircase is not worth the dialogue.
Hilarious.
It is pretty funny, but it is not worth the dialogue.
I love the staircase. In retrospect, I don't want to experience the staircase again, but I love it.
It's cool to do once ever in your life, and I've already done it. So
I've done it twice. Yeah, this is the only, let's see, I own 2 PlayStation games right now. Metal Gear Solid 1 and Final Fantasy VII. And both of those, I want to say, like, I played a lot of the first disc, and then I lost interest, and then I played the first disc again. And then again. And, like, this was over the span of a few years. Metal Gear Solid 1, I know enough about to speedrun it quite a bit.
I'm guessing not any world record paces, though.
No world records, and I've never really tried to measure, like, but yeah. Daddy ain't
We're counting
coming
on you to
home.
blow up the
Aw.
reactor. Why are you guys even here?
Well, they're securing the route. Why do you think there's so few battles? Like most of this place seems to have like firmly placed ones instead of actually random. So it's just like 1 point per map, where 1 point per every other map or so.
I was like, I'm looking at Tifa's bars down there, and I'm like, how's Tifa have MP missing? She hasn't used any magic, and then I remember she's leveled up a couple of times, and that doesn't fill up when you level up.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of annoys me a little bit.
Yeah, this game is definitely a child of its time.
Yes.
I do appreciate the arrows for, like, doorways and such.
Yeah, and I also appreciate that you can turn that off if it's getting in your way.
But there's also, like, set points where you can jump, and
Yeah.
those are not marked.
No. Ah, jeez, that's a lot of guns.
So many guns. Yeah, like, anytime you're in a Shinra facility, it could be kind of good to have a ult and all coupled together.
Yeah. But I didn't want to give Cloud all, because that means missing out on fire or either fire or cure, and both are pretty good. Or ice and cure, whatever.
Well, you can do some inventory management.
I could.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, spend 20 minutes.
No.
I do like the reactor music. It's very menacing.
Yes. The music in this game is very good in general.
Yeah. I usually don't care for like sequenced sample music, but this does it pretty well.
That's another sound that... Ah, okay. That's not a good sound. That's not a great sound to hear in my ears, directly placed on my head.
Yeah. 10 kilohertz gets him every time. I like that place just has gears spinning for no reason.
Next level gaslighting.
I mean, there are things to say about the plot of this game that happen way later.
Yeah.
Wait, so the second bombing...
The second bombing doesn't have
pretty important people, right?
Yeah, you meet some pretty important people, but it's not on a timer, which is nice.
Yeah. I mean, you already proved to the game designers that you can work on a timer.
Yeah. Twice, even. You can work on one long timer and multiple short timers. And now... there are a couple timers later, but I don't remember, like, how important any of them are at any given moment.
Oh yeah, I'm not angry about vague spoilers. Definitely not. I just feel like...
Yeah, you can give away vague spoilers. I don't care. I've played this game, like, at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. It's more just like... It's easier to discuss this when the game is actually revealing them.
Yeah.
Just like as a discussion happens. Right now, we're more worried about how we're gonna get out of this place.
Up. Mostly.
Up.
Up.
Yeah.
Which Final Fantasy has the best airship design? 9? Duh.
9 is definitely up there. I mean, it has so many of them.
9 has like so many really good different airship designs. I've not played enough of 14 to see their airships, so I did not know. I don't know what they look like. My Final Fantasy 14 experience is playing it for like 2 weeks, being extremely into it, and then dropping off really hard because I don't like, I typically do not like MMOs.
Meanwhile, 2 through 5 have pretty much the same design where it's just like a ship with rotors on top.
Yeah.
That's it. I think one of the airships in 5 was like the same ship, but kind of pointy on the end.
3 has like a bunch of different airships, but they all look relatively the same. They're all like big wooden, like sailing ships, but with propellers on them. But like 9 has so much.
6 was the first one.
Go ahead.
Good. 6 was the first one where they actually started diverging with designs and such, but it was still just like, here's a boat and there's like a thing on top, I think. That was the first one. That was what was it? Highwind? That's that
Yeah.
Gambler Man had.
Yeah.
I love the way the elevator in this game works. It's adorable.
Oh my god, yeah, that's my stream doing that. I'm apparently getting a lag spike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Quite a few.
I mean, it's Final Fantasy. How concerned about frames do you really need to be?
Well, if I miss out on a dialogue box.
True.
But then again, this is missing out of nope, let's try again. Oh well.
Oh, here's Tifa's Limit Break. She has like these reels, and they have hits, yeahs, and misses on them. Well, not the first one. The first one only has hits and yeahs. But she can do these nice wombo combos. Like, her limit breaks are actually really good because she's the only one who, like, her limit breaks just sort of stack on top of each other. But you have to get good with, like, timing and stuff. You can also pause buffer them, I believe. I don't think they move if you're not looking at them. So if you hide the menu, then you can pause buffer to always get hits. Oh no, the lag. Let me try switching. Hold on, I'm gonna type this out.
I finally got a mechanical keyboard.
Yes, I did.
Be sure to visit hackertyper.com.
Clack, 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 clack.
It's amazing. You just pretty much just push random keys and it types out like
I've seen it.
C++ code.
Yeah, it's really good. Let's see.
Like it's just random functions. I think one of them is a sort. Like maybe a bubble sort.
Let's try New York. Server. It's a trap! Oh no!
It's a trap. Is somebody mowing outside?
Yes.
Is it Lawn and Order Special Mowing Unit? So, fuck.
Why is the president himself here? Barrett, just shoot him!
Yeah, shoot him.
He is literally right there. Just fucking shoot him.
King Vermin. Hey, remember how that got called back in Final Fantasy VIII?
No.
Oh no, a robot!
I like how they didn't want to show how the president gets in the helicopter, so they just have the helicopter cover the president, and then the president's gone.
I mean, it's effective, and I would guess that he would want to have a stable foothold while getting in.
Man, this boss music is so good.
I'll tell you how it balances very carefully.
Oh jeez, I'm probably gonna need that cure materia.
Yeah, restore is pretty much mandatory, as far as I know.
Oh, Cloud has it right.
Remember when Googrod's shading looked impressive?
No?
I do. What a time.
Oh wait, he can counter magic? What the fuck? That is literally not fair.
Yes, it is. Just work around it. This is Final Fantasy VII. Every other boss is a puzzle boss. Big Bomber is out of ammo.
Road Dragon 2 operation? What the fuck? Oh, energy.
Yeah, it's... It ran out of ammo, so it's doing something else.
Function non-operational.
What was it? Dilly Dally, Shilly Shally?
It was Dilly Dally Shilly Shally.
Bam. You know that movie had some nice action sequences. And that's it.
Hey Blueface, how's it going?
Blueface. Oh, Blueface.
Yeah, Blueface.
Hello.
Oh, I got a Titan Bangle.
Yee.
Oh, that was a short game.
I can't believe Cloud is fucking dead.
I love the explanation for it. Like, oh, the flowers must have broken your fall. What? What the fuck? What does that even mean?
The real reason is because this is Final Fantasy and everybody's a superhero except when they aren't. Hello, Wazen. I'm doing okay.
Hey,
Colin, how you
Wazen.
doing?
I'm doing good. The roof had a flower bed. The roof and the flower bed must have broken your fall. I'm pretty sure they would have broken my back instead.
Mm-hmm.
I love it here. Hey, Esquire, how's it going?
Hello, Esquire. I love how tall this church is. It's very ambiguous.
There we go.
Nice. See, there you go. The roof.
Yeah, the roof and the flower bed. I'm pretty sure that is exactly not how it works.
So this lady has materia that does nothing.
I have materia that literally just saves the world, and that's all it does. That's its only purpose. It's useless.
It does nothing. None of it feels old.
I should replay, like, the older God of Wars for the stream. But also, at the same time, I am incredibly lazy. And I'm not renaming Eris to Aerith because Eris is a better name. Fight me, nerds! Fight me, nerds! Fight me, nerds!
But in the original Japanese, I adjust my glasses. Oh yeah, Cuttlefish Man, you see there's a spot, like, right on the edge of that hole in the floor that's really, really brown. That's where flowers used to be. Oh, I love Eris.
Eris. I know it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to sound like Earth, and that's her element, but it, you know what it actually sounds like? Stupid. Stupid.
It
sounds stupid. So, Eris, there we go.
But yeah, this is right on the outskirts of Midgar, and you could argue that it might get natural light.
Yeah.
Like,
no, the church itself gets is under the plate, but I think her house is not.
You stepped on the flowers, Reno.
You
stepped on the flowers.
That's I like that joke. It's a good, like, Ted Woolsey joke. It's Ted Woolsey-esque.
It's just Final Fantasy. And now you get to play Donkey Kong as the Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I don't remember which barrels to push though. Fuck.
Yeah, me either. It never makes sense.
No, it doesn't. I think there's one time it makes sense.
Yeah, you push it on the staircase and then it rolls on top of a dude.
Yeah. I think this one? Hey, I got it!
Nice. I never get that one. Yeah, I don't think the dimensions in this make sense.
No. Like, the dimensions straight up don't make sense. It's just like, you guess which fucking barrel you want to push, and then maybe if you're lucky, it worked.
Maybe.
You think it's a near barrel next? Oh, okay, I was running towards the long barrel then. Like, the third barrel is the only barrel that makes sense at all.
The near barrel actually lands closer on top of where Eris was when she was facing that first soldier.
Oh, okay.
That's the one thing I remember.
There we go. And then it's this barrel right here is the one that is the only one that makes sense.
You did it.
Yeah, this one here is easy. It's the only one that makes a remote amount of sense.
Yeah. Because like that staircase and that barrel are both stuck against that wall.
Yeah. I'm surprised I managed to do all three of those.
Nice. Nice.
There's barely made it. Oh, that's... I can't even get mad at that one. That one's actually pretty good.
Womp womp. And now look at the church. It's tiny. It's a church for ants.
That's the only line in Zoolander I like. I am not a fan of Will Ferrell or, what's his name, who actually plays Zoolander.
Ben Stiller?
Yes, I don't like either of them, so both of them in a movie at the same time was just, like, an awful experience for me, but I did like the, what is this, a school for ants line.
Yeah. Wow, Cloud, you're a beehole laughing at a girl for getting winded while jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Haha, I can do this easily because I am a super soldier. You, a not super soldier, should also be expected to do this super easily.
Hey. A Ben Stiller with a mustache? What is...
There was one Ben Stiller with a mustache. The only Ben Stiller with a mustache I remember was also a oh god, it was a Adam Sandler movie. I think it was Happy Gilmore. He was the orderly who took care of his mom in the nursing home. He had a mustache. That's the only time Ben Stiller.
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. He gets a mustache in that one. Yeah, he grows it. I don't mind the movie, I just don't like what it did. Like, its cultural impact, shall we say.
Oh, here it comes! Here it comes!
Oh man, this guy, he lives in a gigantic bottle. It looks actually kind of like a medicine bottle.
Right there!
This guy are sick.
Night at the Museum wasn't bad. Like, most of my issue with Zoolander actually comes from Will Ferrell, because I detest Will Ferrell.
He's so hot right now.
Yeah, and it sucks. Do you not like Ben Stiller in Madagascar? I never saw Madagascar. That's
the one where a drop bear jumps on a fence and he lands on his dills, and it's real funny. Yeah, because he landed on his dills and he makes a funny face. Get it?
No, explain it to me.
Well, see, it hurts to land on your dills.
Oh.
And it's
dang,
hashtag
I never
relatable.
Knew. I never knew. Dang.
Rami Malek? walking around, looking at the ground.
I'll buy one tent because tents actually occasionally come in useful. Not very often because you get to sleep for free so many times in this game, but
You do. But you know, sometimes you go on the world map and it's just random battles all the way down and you
Yeah.
run out of potions. I love this guy. He's the typical liberal.
yeah. Maybe the truth is in the middle.
And I love Mayor Domino because he's my favorite character actually.
Oh yeah, Mayor
This
Domino.
entire game.
Yes. Yes.
No, this is the kid.
Yeah,
He
I know.
gets an extra
You have
potion, right?
no. Listen, this is the thing you have to do. Open the hidden drawer between the drawer. 5 gil. Leave it. So the only way this kid will give you a free X potion is if you discover his hidden drawer, see the 5 gil, and decide not to take it. Otherwise, he doesn't give you
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, because what can he even buy with 5 gil?
Literally nothing.
Eh?
You can buy 5 flowers from Eris.
Oh man, a flower from Eris. No, you can interact with a doggy.
Yeah,
Hello,
it barks.
doggy.
It goes woof woof.
Bork bork. Oh, that kid. He's playing train conductor.
Actually, you know what? I think now that Eris is here, I should give her the materia, at least the attack materia that Cloud has, because she's way better at doing magic than anybody else, like in the entire game. I think her base stats for magic is like 20, and it just gets more ridiculous from there. So
Yeah, you should definitely keep her in your party all the time. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is not a waste of your resources at all.
Definitely not.
The weapon store is over that way.
Yeah, it's not
but
even
it
a
doesn't
weapon
sell any
store.
weapons.
It doesn't even sell weapons! I should sell
Well,
stuff, though.
they sell grenades, but you haven't even used a grenade.
No. I should have used grenades against the guy. Oh well. Let's see. Sell all these bronze bangles because they suck. And let's sell this iron bangle because it also sucks. Because it doesn't have any special effects. Oh, speaking of the quote function, I fixed the quote function. Apparently, add quote was not working for everybody. I'd set it to not work for everybody, but now it works for everybody. So if you want to add quotes, all you have to do is type an exclamation point, add quote, and then it will actually add quotes for you now. Joe could always do it because Joe was a moderator. It was set so that moderators and I could do it. Cover materia. Let's slap that on Cloud because I think that actually ups his yes.
So how do you feel about Italian Elon Musk?
I love it. Hey, it's me! I sent the car to space! I thought to pay my taxes! No, I don't think he ever auto protects Eris. I don't think Eris gets auto protection from anybody. I think you do need the cover materia in order to protect anybody.
Yep. Hey, did I do it right?
Yes, you did it. Good job. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that the protect materia was a thing too. You don't really need to level that one up. There's a couple materia where like it's a good idea to like level all of their specific kinds to max for a thing later, but the purple ones I don't think have that particular like benefit. Mostly because, like, purple stuff is, like, passive, passive abilities.
Oh man, time for my favorite part of the game.
What, the sneaking mission?
Mm-hmm. Gotta sneak out of your girlfriend's house.
Before her dad comes home. Am I going to go on this saucer date with Barrett as ordained by fate? I think I've already locked myself out of that because I've already been nice to both of the girls. Okay, so here's the thing. Your first instinct is you want to get out of here as fast as possible. Oh, but if you run, then you make then the wooden floorboards creak.
Mm-hmm.
And so you wanna sneak out of here stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get caught this time, he says. What? I didn't run.
Yeah, but you walked too close to her door.
Oh. Alright. You can run down here. Nobody cares.
Woohoo.
I don't think there's any.
I do like that they just let you run from the get-go. There's no, like, running shoes you need.
Yeah. The best part about Final Fantasy VI is that later versions fixed that. They gave you the ability to run, and then the running shoes just make you run really, really fast, and it's ridiculous, and it's almost too fast, if you ask me. Bark, bark.
Yeah, but only almost. Bork, bork.
And she's waiting out here early, anyway.
Yeah, she knows this place.
She knows the deal.
She's the slum drunk.
Does she teleport? I think it's just a Schrodinger's Eris situation. She is both in a state of being in her room and being at the entrance to Sector 6 slums. And until you observe her in either spot, she's in both at the same time.
She vibrates between the two.
Yeah.
With a 50-50% chance of being observed in either way.
That's right. This is they're weak to fire, not ice. Or not. You know, that also doesn't really work super great, I guess.
Oh man, this is the place where you can fight a house.
It is the place where you can fight a house. If I remember correctly, the house has something good that you can steal off of it.
Yeah, but you don't have the steel materia.
No, you don't have to steal materia for a little bit after this section.
Oh man, the house. I love the house.
The house is really good.
It's so good. I love that it transforms.
Yes.
It's so dorky.
Yeah. It's such a good enemy.
It's too bad that, like, later Final Fantasies never did something so wacky.
I don't know, Oh, you mean just, like, later in general, and not later as in games after this one?
I think games after this one.
Oh, no! Final Fantasy IX has an enemy house that tries to kill you.
Yeah, and the Cruise Master.
And the Quizmaster. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy IX in general is pretty goofy, so...
Tifa is that fight on top of the barrel of a gun where she slaps the shit out of a Shinra lady.
Oh yeah, that's a good fight. Just because it's like hilarious.
That's smoothie, I agree.
Let's mosey. Man, this house is like fucking ton of health. Jeez.
It's built like a brick shit house.
Whoa! You said the thing.
You know I'm right.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, we're only getting, like, 6 AP per fight, so there's, like, a crappy AP economy really early in the game. I guess they don't want you getting fire and lightning too early.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, the deal is that pretty much the fan base for this game is starting their own writing and just building on that writing instead of like the text in the game proper.
Yeah.
So that's how they build up that image. Hey Crow, let me tell you about crawling in that song "Crawling" and how it relates to Dragon Ball Z.
Or we can talk about Final Fantasy VII House.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about Final Fantasy VII, but it's fine too.
No. I was talking about Final Fantasy VII House.
Let's talk about the. Well, I was gonna talk about the writing a bit, but like I think that the reason that a lot of the characters get like mischaracterized later is because they are like that in a lot of the like spin-off stuff and all the sequels and things like that. Like
yeah, but that's only because
that
was only like a direct response to how fans portrayed them in this game. Like Cloud was dark and moody in the movie because a lot of the fans thought he was dark and moody in the game.
Maybe that's true, I suppose. But yeah.
Oh man, the fans are demanding house talk.
Yeah, let's talk about the house.
Okay, so for those people who don't know, there was a person who moved into this house that his friends rented, and they ran a cult where they were convincing people that they were actually reborn people from Final Fantasy VII. So this guy moves in and they are like, hey, you're Zack from Final Fantasy VII. I'm Hojo and this is my wife, Genova. And like, and it's just a cycle of like, they get him to like pay all their rent and to buy all their food, while they like spend all their money on like stupid anime bullshit.
Whoa.
It was a
How could I forget about Final Fantasy VII House?
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII House was really fucked up, man.
Well, And oh look, it's the fuck club.
Yep.
It's
There's been several things about it. I guess you could watch a YouTuber's documentary if you wanted to.
To be
Like
fair,
and
down the rabbit
subscribe.
hole, down the rabbit hole doesn't actually really do that too
He
much.
is-
So liking the subscribe thing,
He is an asshole, though.
yeah.
it seems like the kind of thing that would be covered by Pretty Good.
That's true. John Boy should do a story about that. Although it's a little too rapey for
Oh,
John
no.
Boy's. So I don't think so. It's not really funny, except in concept.
The Final Fantasy VII house concept.
Yes.
The concept of a cult of Final Fantasy VII fans is funny, but it was very abusive, so that's
Yeah.
not great.
No, it wasn't. Apparently, they've dropped off the face of the earth for now. They're waiting until like the heat dies down, I guess, and then trying to run another cult again, because that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop-de-doo.
That
Hey,
was-
this is the real item shop.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't shoot you.
Yeah, the one that does.
Yeah,
To be
there's-
fair, there's something that goes on in this item shop right here, like way later in the game. I think it's like something like another 40 hours from now. There'll be something interesting in that item shop.
I love the design of that house. It looks like one of those sake bottles, like just in shape, like made out of clay and everything.
I just like Final Fantasy VII a lot. It gets called overrated, but I think people mistake the difference between overrated and just being a good game that people like.
No. See, here's the thing. I think it is overrated, but I also don't think overrated necessarily means that it's actually bad, but people call it good. I think overrated means like it's good, but people try to like blow it way out of proportion of how good it is.
Well, what Japanese RPGs are better than this?
Final Fantasy IX, Chrono Trigger.
In some respects, I'd argue for Tales of the Abyss, but I don't know how I would.
I guess that would be interesting.
There's
We could talk about the Tales series, but that
Earthbound?
wouldn't really be on topic. But
I don't know anything about the Tales series anyway, except for the fact that I played 6 hours of Abyss and then hated it.
did you hate Luke and his dickish ways?
Yes.
You're supposed to hate that guy. He's an asshole.
So what do we want? Do we want the Korean barbecue plate, which is weird
It's the
because Korea
special.
doesn't exist?
Get the special.
Okay.
Get the special. Always get the special.
Yeah, you should always go in and order your regular in real life. Just say that. I'll have the usual, even if you've never been there before.
Why do they have Korean barbecue when Korea doesn't exist in this universe?
Because it's why not? Like, they also have sushi, even though Japan doesn't exist.
Well,
That's
I mean,
true.
but it's not called it's specifically not called Japanese sushi. You can assume that like Wutai maybe invented sushi, but here it's just like Korean barbecue from Korea that doesn't exist.
Well,
I'm
why
sorry
not?
that you disapprove of Ted Woolsey and his choices.
This isn't Ted Woolsey though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like this was done in-house by like a Japanese guy who had English as like a pretty decent second language.
Yeah, if it was Ted Woolsey, it would be way better. But
So is it supposed to be digestive so that you poop a lot so that you get slimmer?
No, it's the digestive. I think is an anti-gastronol thing because you give it to the person who's barfing, and they're like, "Wow, I feel a lot better," and then they give you like the best item for the side quest that we're about to do. Not even a side quest; it's part of the main story. What the fuck am I talking about? Side quest.
yeah, digestive biscuits are called that because they had bicarbonate in them originally.
Hmm.
So they
Well,
were
now they have a whole lot of fiber.
right. So they were supposed to like be like an antacid that you could eat. That doesn't actually work, but and I think eventually they got rid of that stuff. But that's where the name came from. As with many 1800s like health foods, people put a bunch of sugar in them, and now they're cookies. So like digestive biscuits, graham crackers, corn flakes,
cornflakes.
Yeah, all these things. They weren't.
Hey, remember when Kellogg invented the cornflake to try and stop boys from masturbating?
He did. That's true. Well, no, he generally wanted people to not have sex. That was the idea. It wasn't just masturbation. Come on, that'd be silly.
Remember when he was doing the circumcisions because he thought little boys were touching themselves too much?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Remember when Cheerios were invented for exactly
Try it with us.
Was it Cheerios? Oh right, this place, the big old gay joke.
This is hardly the only gay joke in this game.
Well, I mean,
yeah, but
most of the gay jokes here, most of the gay jokes are in this area that I am doing right now. To be fair.
Yeah, dress up like a lady. Come on, Cloud. You can do it.
I mean, he's a Bishi. He can pull it off.
It's true.
And be Icon.
Oh, dang! I shouldn't have bought all those Titan Bangles because I have mithril armlets right here. Oh, well. Let me go and talk about, this guy about... Oh, no! I can't buy the battery. I don't buy the batteries quite yet. Okay. So...
Yeah, that's for later when you see a shiny golden rope of hope or something.
Shiny golden wire of hope.
Still, like, I would say this was probably a lot of people's first, like, RPG, or at least Japanese RPG, and it is a really good one. So it's fair that people would think this is the best one, because they have, like, it's nostalgic, and it's also actually good. So those combined, you can see why people would like it so much.
Well, I mean, yeah, but calling it the best game ever is a bit much.
Better than most Final Fantasies that have come out since it. That's probably fair to say.
Final Fantasy IX is better than it, and that's probably the only Final Fantasy since this one came out that is probably better than this one.
Yeah, like what, you gonna say 12 is better? Everybody loves
12 was garbage. I never even finished 12 because it sucked so much.
12 is so boring that in the current release it has a 4 times fast forward.
Yeah.
To just get you through it. You can just get through it. Cuddlefish Man says Final Fantasy X is good.
10 is good, but it's not better than this one.
Okay, that's fair.
Final Fantasy V is good.
Right. That came out before this, but 5 is good. I was just saying, like, of things that came out after. Like, if you bought this, and then you're like, oh, I like Final Fantasy, and you played later ones, then it would be maybe difficult for you to say these were better than that one. You maybe wouldn't go back and play 5.
I got sexy cologne, baby! Aw, yeah!
Oh no, I'm a dream!
I do like Final Fantasy 15 because it's a mess. It is a hot mess. And it is interesting in that way.
Blueface, Final Fantasy 7 is also the first Final Fantasy I've played, but, like, even then, I can say, yeah, it's kind of, like, maybe overrated. And like I said, overrated isn't necessarily bad. It just means, like, I don't think it's as good as people make it out to be. It's good, it's just not that good.
They cannot hear you because the stream died.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's back. I refreshed, though. It's back. I'm going to tell them in the chat to refresh.
Okay.
Nope, it's dead. It's gone.
Alright, let me try switching servers again. Hooray!
For me, it works to just change video quality a whole bunch.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna refresh again.
Video output is currently active. What? No, it's... Oh, wait, hold on.
You might change your output to 30 frames per second or something.
No, hold on. I've got this.
Yeah, why are you doing 60 for this game? It runs at like 25 to 30.
Yeah.
Okay. So this entire part of the game is about trying to seduce a big gross perv who lines up 3 women every night and then has sex with one of them because he's trying to find a wife.
Yes.
It's gross.
Gross fat people want to fuck too.
But don't worry, because fans have demanded this appear in the remake, and they've confirmed it will.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty iconic
It's
part of the game.
It's the moment. It's the bit where Cloud dresses up like a lady.
Like, I've literally never seen anything else like this in a game. It was so weird and shocking when I first played this game the first time as an impressionable teen. I was like, wow, like this is so fucking weird. And it's
true. You don't see Squall dressing up in a lady in a dress.
No.
Squall wouldn't do that.
I've seen a couple people, like trans and be gender fluid, call this sequence liberating even, so...
Well, alright then. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, when it comes down to it, Cloud does look good in a dress.
You know what? If in the... What would be really funny is if in the remake he dresses up like Lightning from he can put on he can end up in her dress from the big climax of that game, and that would be perfect.
But that's only the good dress.
easy.
The bad dress
Yeah.
is just like a shitty version of that where it's like all ripped and shit.
Yeah. But that should be like the good dress is her big dress from when she is in the show in that game. And there you go. It's Lightning. Everybody likes Lightning. Nobody likes Lightning.
If you do everything,
There's a mod for the
everything
PC
correctly,
where both your overworld and battle is the
Which
dress
will be
version.
fun.
Oh, why aren't I playing the PC version instead?
It's fantastic.
Good. Feel
That's
good.
great. I'm glad.
I think I want feel soft and that shimmers for the best dress. I think you always want to go with like the bottommost options for all of these in order to get the best outcome.
I like that this guy is just. Oh, you really want to do it? Well, okay. Might be.
I got a friend who's got one of those. Well, let's go get it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Cuddlefishman says which Lightning dress. If you played Lightning Returns, you would know because there's a big climactic scene where she has a dress on. You have to go and fight in the arena to get it because it's only. There's a scene where you have to go into a show, and they're like, you have to have a nice dress, but the only one you can get is one you get for fighting in a blood sport arena. So go do that. and you do, and then the captain of the arena says, I used to be a performer, and here's my dress. You can have it. And there you go. And it's like the best outfit for most of the game, so you end up wearing it all the time. And so she just has this ridiculous like evening dress that she fights in.
I mean,
This slum is like the
pretty
least
good.
judging. Yeah, like there's gay people and trans people all over the place in this slum, and nobody gives a shit.
That, yeah.
The only way you're gonna get cuter is if
Oh.
you beat Big Bro.
Good old big bro.
You know, that's a cute dress.
Squats!
Lightning does have a lot of dresses. That one is the most iconic, though, because it's part of the story. But, yeah, Lightning Returns has many dresses. It is true.
They really got their money's worth with that squatting animation, by the way.
That's true.
It's everywhere.
Like, these models are very ugly, but they certainly are used
A lot.
Yes.
Big Bro's wig is mine.
I also would say, like, people talk about how 8 has better models, but 8 also has really good animations in it. They work really hard on that. And it kind of gets ignored because people don't like Final Fantasy VIII, and I don't either, but it certainly is a game that had a lot of work put into it.
And it also had a lot of, I won't have anyone talking about me in the past tense.
That's right. It also has a lot of ... and a lot of...
Whatever.
Yes.
I got a blonde wig!
My favorite thing is in the opening where he says whatever and Quistis like says it at the same time and then Matt laughs at him because he always says that. Like, they knew. They knew that.
Join the club! Try it with us!
Yeah, like, the whole point of Squall is that he's a shitty teen. But
yes,
that means that he's the main character, so you're always stuck being a shitty teen.
You're stuck with a shitty teen all the time. Yeah,
and
you can't escape.
It sucks.
You can't escape him. ...
No, it's 5 dots.
Oh, you're right. Well, it depends.
Like Cloud does, right there.
Yeah, Cloud uses 6 dots. Which is weird. I don't know why they do it in this game, why they have 6 of them.
It's because Japan.
So it must be 3, it's an ellipsis.
I need to go get a bunch of money. Hold on.
Oh, yes. Cuddle Fishman has linked the Moogle outfit, which is also very, very good.
Lightning. Kupo.
That game is great. I don't care what anybody says.
A Moogle gets struck by lightning.
It gets struck by lightning.
I think I need like 510.
There's also a quest also with Moogles where they've been lost in the woods and she has to go find them. And instead of like picking them up, she just throws them into the sky so they land where they're supposed to go.
That's great though. Oh my god.
It is great. Yeah, she just picks it up and just tosses it and like
whatever.
Pitches it fastball into the sky.
I mean, they can fly.
Yeah, it's true. One of them, she says, like, why didn't you just fly home? You have wings. And he says, I forgot. And then she just throws him. Like, fuck it. Okay. It's good.
I should play Final Fantasy World because I started playing that and it was a good Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the World of Final Fantasy. It does have an annoying mascot though.
I do like the fact that the Cactar is the conductor for the train.
Yeah. And all of the like Pokedex entries are really funny. They obviously worked really hard on like getting those to be good. Whoever translated those, A+ job.
Yeah, World is good. World is actually really good. I haven't gotten too far into it, but I enjoyed what I did. I kind of want to stream it because it's a good Pokemon, honestly.
The main problems I have with World are 2 things. The mascot character is incredibly annoying, and the combat's really slow. And I know you can fast forward it, but it's still pretty slow. So those are problems. But it is really good. The writing is fun. There's a lot of funny jokes and things like that. They do slapstick. I like how in the first scene, like the guy's working at anime Starbucks, and there's a good scene where the other character comes in and she just keeps putting sugar in the tea for like 2 minutes, and he gets confused.
I forget, how do you get the Oh no, okay, there's a guy out here that I talked to where he's like, I can't go in. That's right.
Yeah.
Here, you take this. There we go. Okay.
I'm gonna go have a cup of joe.
Right on.
Why would you have a cup of yourself?
You know why.
But
okay, I forget which door you go into for the gay hot tub.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
A group room. I think it's the group room. Let's. let's not. I want to look in the doors. The fuck room.
I feel like they probably didn't call it that, but oh yeah, like, you know,
It's the fuck room. The lovers room.
That's the room for people who love diphthongs. All right.
Wow! Cloud says.
That's yeah. Good old laser shoot Larry right there.
Oh look, there's a guy.
Is that that's like?
Wait, these are Reeve's parents?
I guess.
Do they ever say that?
I guess they must be, because that was the Moogle that Reeve, like the thing jumping in the right is the Moogle from Katesith. So I guess that would be what that's supposed to imply, but he gave them a robot as well? Maybe? It's in the manual. Oh, I forgot that this game has like a walkthrough of like all of Midgar in the manual. I forgot about that.
The curse of resurrected Satan.
It's a king.
Oh, there's some fucking
Exposition.
well, like foreshadowing too.
I suppose so.
Okay. So,
what Reeve's power? I think it just has a
do I
remote
want
control.
the group room? I think I want the group room for the gay hot tub.
Go in the group room then.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Are you gonna look it up?
I'm gonna look it up. Which.
Fair enough.
Let me see. It doesn't tell me which room. Oh no! It doesn't tell me which room is which. In this fucking. Okay, well, we're gonna go. We're gonna have to take a chance then. Okay. We'll go with the group room. It is! I got it! Yes! This is the right one! Hey guys, ready for Cloud to have some homoerotic fun with these nice big burly men?
They're having a good time. Don't be mean.
I love the Freddie Mercury ass mustaches. Like 3 of these guys have.
Anyway, Kate Sith, Blueface asked about Kate Sith. In the stupid Ultimania guide, which they make like 10 years later, they specifically say that the Moogle is a robot and Kate Sith is also a robot, but the Moogle is sound controlled, so that's why Kate Sith has a megaphone. So Reeve controls the cat to make it control the Moogle with the megaphone, which is stupid, but it's not clear if they had actually thought of that when they made this game, so who knows what was intended. But there you go. That's canon.
Oh my god. I forgot how bad this was!
He's so lonely.
Bikini briefs! Thanks, Freddie Mercury. And then, before we leave, we also need to go this way.
You'd think they would kick him out, but...
Okay, hold on. You can just get her to shake extremely violently.
That can't be healthy. There's something wrong with her body. Was that the first ever twerk?
I guess. Look, she just keeps going faster. It's just faster and faster. I don't know if this is a bug or not. It's just... I don't think there's an upper speed to how fast she just vibrates.
Damn. Gonna give her palsy, man.
Yeah, don't. Excellent. Now Cloud is wearing makeup canonically for the rest of the entire game. All the other stuff he removes, but the makeup stays on.
He falls in the water. It comes off.
No, it's waterproof. It's waterproof makeup.
You don't know that.
Don't take this away from me.
Alright, fine.
Alright, we got all nice and dressed up for our date with the sleazy man.
That's right.
Oh, this isn't the right place. It's a perpetual motion machine.
Yeah.
And also, yes, Blueface, I think it is seriously endless. I don't think there's an upper limit to how fast she just vibrates at you. Tifa, you shouldn't call him Miss Cloud. That's a dead name right now. What would Cloud's name be as a woman, do you think? We all know this. Lightning.
Yeah.
Why am I asking?
Her name is Claire. Thank you. Don't you remember the exciting moment?
Rain.
I can't believe that we're hanging out with Titus right now. This is his story.
But it really isn't. It really is just Yuna's story, and he's just sort of hanging around.
This is true.
Go show boys a honeybee. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, it's too late now. Oh well. Yes, it was Blueface. 10's art was Yuna and not Titus. It's I actually have a shirt that has Titus laughing, and instead of it's done up like the logo, like the blue rainbow thing, and instead of saying Final Fantasy X as the title, it says ah ha 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 ha.
People make fun of that scene, but he's supposed to be laughing awkwardly.
I know he's supposed to be laughing awkwardly. It's great. I love that scene, but I also love that shirt. So.
Remember when Titus kicked a blitzball, but it was a bomb and he died? Remember this?
No, I do not remember the setup for Final Fantasy X-3. You cannot remind me about the setup for Final Fantasy X-3.
I'm sorry, it actually happened twice. That's the thing.
What?
Yeah, because they in the HD collection they added like an extra other novel that happens after the other one, in which Titus comes back to life again, but then blows up again a second time.
Why?
I don't know. Also, Sin comes back, so everything is undone. It was all pointless, and then Titus comes back to life again, and then they go on an adventure again to go stop Sin again.
I thought
everything didn't happen.
I thought the premise was that, like, in the original novel, like, he got really tired of Yuna, so he started cheating on her, and then kicked a ball, and then exploded, and then Sin came back.
Final Fantasy X 2.5. Titus mistakes a bomb for a blitzball and is killed. That does happen. But then he comes back to life again by the end. And then last mission happens, and then in the next thing, I guess he doesn't blow up again, but like Sin comes back and all the stuff they did is undone, which seems so fucking weird. They're just like, we gotta go do it again, a second time. Like, nobody wants that.
No.
What was the point of anything then?
That was a good thing about Final Fantasy X-2 was that it didn't keep the world the same. Like, there were new threats and everything. Granted, the threats were really stupid and dumb.
It was a magical piano robot.
Yeah, it was
that was piloted by evil Titus. Okay.
Yeah. It, like I said, it was a new threat, but at least it was an original threat and not just it's Sin again. Like in fucking the Final Fantasy VII movies, like, the threat is like, it's just Sephiroth again. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
It's like another Sephiroth. And
it's not even another Sephiroth. It's the same fucking Sephiroth.
That's
eventually.
True. That's true. There's like a bunch of fake Sephiroths, and then there's real Sephiroth, and they gotta fight him. I remember that now. And then I guess Crisis Core had a different antagonist than Sephiroth. It was stupid though.
Yeah. Hey, I got chosen as a girl.
Sweet.
I love chickies who play hard to get. Yowza. Yeah, it was so Titus was based off of a real person that in the real Xanarkand, and it turns out that guy was evil and wanted to blow up the world because reasons that I don't remember that are really stupid.
It's because that guy was in love with a summoner and she got killed, and so he decided to blow up the world out of revenge. But from what I remember, you're actually wrong. It's not. You're right. It might be that It's never explained whether or not they just look the same, or if they're actually based on one another.
No, they're based on
possible.
one another. Because like all the summons are based off of real people.
No, because like in the guide they put out, they say that he wasn't. He just looked like him.
I love this part because it's threatening a man's balls.
It says Final Fantasy X2 Ultimania says that Shuyin is not the direct model for Titus. So there you go. He's just a random guy who has the same clothes and hair and pants.
It's not even the same clothes. He's dressed different. Not
That's
really.
true, but they are similar in some ways. Anyway, there you go. It's just some random dude who just happened to look like Titus. And that's it.
And sound exactly like him. And
sounds like him. And also was in love with a summoner, but not the same person. Different person. You know what? Kamari didn't get to do anything in 10. That's a bummer. He's like the blue mage.
He got to fight 2 guys, and then... There we go!
Yes.
He got to fight 2 guys.
He got to fight 2 guys. He was called small by many people. That's his storyline. He's small.
I remember watching part of the speedrun for this on one of the AGDQs, and there's a extremely small percent chance that the next boss you'll run into is actually not facing you when you start, so you can, like, if you have Cloud's break ready and he's facing you, he's not facing you, then you can like get rid of half of his health in one move.
Nice.
There's only like, I think it's like a less than 3% chance of you getting a back attack though. I also like the fact that the president has a cigar in his mouth at all times.
That's right. He is the president of the company. He needs a cigar and to be evil. That's how you know. Catsroy says that Lulu is weirdly unimportant in X. That is true. She doesn't really do a whole lot after the beginning.
She's exposition, and then...
But then they don't need more.
Sometimes she does the very important job of bending forward.
Correct. She has belts. Her job is to be annoying for the animators, which actually is maybe why she doesn't get many scenes, because her design apparently was very hard to animate, and so maybe they just didn't want to have her do anything, because it'd be hard. So...
There's this one point where there's like, they calculate your affinity points with the girls in the entire group.
Yeah.
And like that girl will say one phrase and it's just like, yeah. And I got really confused because like it's determined mostly, in part by who you use in battle, and Lulu just happens to be one of the most useful party members.
Right.
So fine. So like Lulu hadn't said a single line for like an hour or 2. And then suddenly this point came up, and I just got, wait, who is this character?
Oh yeah,
you're speaking.
Yeah. It's like Quistis in 8 actually does not have dialogue for like 20 hours. She doesn't say anything. She's just in your party. She's not doing anything. Has no story. Nothing to do.
Yeah, like, her entire plot gets resolved so early in the game. It's just like, hey, let's go on a weird teacher-student date.
Right.
I guess.
Right. And then
while we fight a T-Rex.
Yes. And then Squall's like, actually, I'm into this other person. And she still has to be in the party.
No, he's not even into another person. He just doesn't want to date his weird teacher. That's
fair. She is weird.
Like, at that point, he's only met Riona once, and they had a dance that he wasn't entirely into, and also they
That's my favorite.
And also, she has this weird thing where she sticks her hand up her dog's butthole, and it's just...
She doesn't do that at that point. She doesn't know how to do that yet. She has to read about it in the Pet magazine. Which raises some questions about the things that are published in magazines in the world, but, you know, that's fair. Well, Quistis is like the same age as Squall. They were like friends.
They're like a year apart.
Yeah. He's 17 and she's 18.
Yeah, so like, it's weird in many ways. It's just weird. And then she leaves. I mean, and then she's just in the party. She doesn't say anything.
I remember.
Selfie doesn't say anything.
She just takes selfies. The annoying guy, whose name I cannot remember, does not say anything. Zell stops saying things. It's just like Squall, Rinoa, and Cowboy Guy. They're the only people who have plots. Selfie says things when you're on a train, and that is, I love trains.
She loves trains!
She really fucking loves trains.
You know what? I can't really blame her. There's so many people who like trains for some reason.
Being on a train is fun, I guess. You know, you look out the window and stuff.
Yeah, I like the part where I sit down.
Yes, you can do so many things on a train. Like, look out the window
and then look at the laptop.
Hey, I took the train up to Santa Fe in New Mexico, and it was cool. Went past the mountains. It was pretty. I'm down with trains. Trains are cool.
I took the train from Denmark to Sweden. That was nice.
That was nice.
They have receptacles at every single bench seat.
Awesome.
And Wi-Fi.
It's like you could drive, but this is comfier, and you don't have to drive. There you go. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Public transport is cool.
I agree.
Everybody take public transportation. It cuts down on pollution, and it's cool.
They've been talking about building a high-speed train from Houston out to Dallas, and that would be awesome, because then I could go
What if instead they build a Hyperloop?
That would never happen in Texas.
17, 18. Oh, her luck is actually the highest out of anybody? Huh, okay.
Who's Eris's?
Yeah.
Eris gets really good stats and skills because...
Well, I don't have enough materia slots to give her steel, so guess who's getting steel? It's our girl, Tifa. Also, she should wear the metal knuckle, and maybe not a crappy bangle.
Like, Eris's level 4 limit break just makes you invisible. I mean, invincible.
Invincible, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know.
Yeah, they literally make her super broken, so that way when you lose her, it feels bad. And you're like, oh, yeah. I lost the most ridiculously overpowered character in the game.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, for most of my playthroughs, I knew she was going to disappear, so I never used her. And it's perfectly manageable.
Well, the thing about this game is that, like, since that's because of how materials work and stuff like that, you can just switch a lot of stuff over. It's not a big deal. The only thing that you really have to actually work for is getting limit breaks, and, like, that's kind of it, because they'll level pretty quick. Levels don't matter that much.
Well, like, the materials actually change your stats. Not by a lot, but they do.
Yeah, they do, and they give you skills, and then the weapons give you your attacks and all that stuff, so, like, much like 8, you don't actually have to develop the character that much. You just have to develop 3 sets of good things that you can give to whoever.
Well, the attack material lower your strength, for one.
That's true.
So, like, for example, Tifa, like, if you have no attack material on her, and she has, like, good Latin strength already, you know, she becomes a better melee character. But I guess that it reinforces your point anyway.
Yeah. They wanted to. I think part of the reason 9 works the way it does is they wanted to change that. to make it like the characters are all really different, and you have to choose which ones to use. But
they all end up being really ridiculous anyway. So,
well, they all end up being ridiculous, but they have different abilities, as opposed to 7 and 8, where their individual abilities are just like they can do a special attack, and that's it.
Anyway, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna go get some lunch.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I guess more of this at some point. Good game, but I'm hungry, and that's mostly the reason I'm stopping.
That's fair.
Stay fed and stay hydrated.
Yeah, go eat some food.
Stay hydrated, bot.